little straight off back and some more goddamn questions. Starting at the top, weekly is autumn, Adam Benson, paid question. So by dog, weekly paid questions. So, sorry for the much smaller paid ski this time around, but I want to ask a few. It's the normal side paid ski. Any paid skis are awesome paid skis. He puts Birdflesh related questions. One, has HH ever tried to contact Birdflesh or their record label distro? I'm guessing for recent albums, that record label is Everlasting Spew Records from Italy, and try to get some U.S. exclusive colored vinyls, not just lame-o black. I would love some slick-ass pressing, call it the HH special, gatefold covers, 400 color, and 100 pictures. As you know, for some stupid reason, their color vinyl pressings have been extremely limited, and they're gone before I even hear that they have material out. Yeah, it's weird on that it is, because the thing is when we get Birdflesh in stock, I mean, don't get me wrong, it sells, but not like fast. I mean, we'll get 5 copies or something, and it might take like a month to sell or whatever if it's something new. And who do you know when you go to shows? I post one. I've never been to a show and I've seen a Birdflesh show shirt. I'm sure probably somebody at MDF or something's walking around with one because they played there and shit. So, I mean, I have one shirt, but it might even be a size XL, so I didn't wear it anymore because the pair doesn't fucking fit for shit. But I did have one Birdflesh shirt, maybe 2 over the years. But the shirts aren't even that common, and like when you go to shows and shit, you don't see their shirts. Like, who do you know that talks? Nobody brings them up. So it's not like they're immensely popular. At least you wouldn't think. That's always kind of annoying me. Hemorrhage would have that too. Like an obscure label would put like a 7-inch out or something, and I would go to get it. It's like it's sold out, or when you know it's not sold out, it's like the label doesn't even contact you back, doesn't reply. I've had this in the early 2000s. I'm like, what do you mean it's sold out? Like, we get Hemorrhage in stock, and don't get me wrong, they sell, but they're not selling out all the copies in fucking like less than a month's time, because that's what it was. And we're a much bigger label than they are, with a much bigger distro and customer base. Like, I just, not to be arrogant, I just fucking know that we are, because I'm talking. This is some no name label in like the Czech Republic. This is one of the examples. I forget which one released. I'm like, how the fuck are they all out? That doesn't even make goddamn sense. I was like, I know they're fucking not. And I would get the same thing with Birdflesh. I'm like, who other than the goddamn dog even listens to Birdflesh? It's like, I don't know anybody else. Nobody else brings them up. When I do bring them up, it's and they just want to talk about stupid shit. Like, this is just random the standard bands that everybody and their mom likes. The goddamn almighty Flesh sends them home on a goddamn stretcher. Now, I did see too that Birdflesh is playing whatever that fest is called in Atlanta, Georgia. Um, will I go? Probably not, because that's not a drive for me. That's a flight. That's a fuck. I'm not driving 10, 12 hours. But also, too, it's on a inconvenient time. It's on that November 1st weekend, whatever days they land on. But I know one of the dates is November 1st, and that's when Dark Funeral is playing Cleveland, and I'm supposed to interview them at the Cleveland show. And I intend to, as long as they don't fuck me. So I already have something going on that weekend. And when I'm looking at the list, I'm like, there's literally nothing else on this I care about. Like, I think At War's playing, and I'm like, well, again, I'm not trying to rain on the guy's parade or anybody's fan base or whatever, because At War is obviously a very respectable band. I mean, I like the first album, Order to Kill, and even that I'm not a super fan of, but I do like it, Order to Kill. The second album, I didn't even like that. That was high school. I thought that was high school fucking thrash, in my opinion, but much more watered down. First album's all they got. That was, what year was that? 86. It's like, and then who's playing in the band? Maybe one original guy. It's all original, dog. That's if you're goddamn lucky. But again, if it did, it's like, before they even broke up, I didn't like the last shit they were doing. So it's like, what I'm getting at is, for me, is like, there's nobody else I give a fuck playing. It's like, I'm not justifying flying 10 hours just to see goddamn Birdflesh. As I'm seeing these fests and shows, I mean, maybe it's just the old man dog. Could be just, it's the generation of bands playing. It's all a bunch of newbie shit that I don't care about for the most part. So when I see these fests, like when I look at this, I'm like, a lot of the stuff I don't care about, or stuff like you said, We're Back Band or whatever. But a lot of it is, when I look at it, I was like, I don't even know what half this shit is. I was like, I never even heard of half these bands. I was like, I literally have no clue who these are. So I'm assuming it's newer bands in the last few years that I just didn't hear of. Um, so I would consider going to the Atlanta Fest because it says it's more bands announced, but it's got to be shit that the dog wants to see. Again, who's going to get me there? So Birdflesh playing. I mean, I guess if Hemorrhage was added on, uh, Denial of God added on, Destroyer 666, God Dethroned. Um, I guess you can just, if those alone were just added on, would I fly down to that for that? And then skip the Dark Funeral interview and then do Dark Funeral at Maryland Death Fest because they're playing Maryland Death Fest next year? Yeah, I probably would. It didn't take that much, but not a bunch of shit that either A, I don't care about, or the stuff that I did care about, like I've seen a million times. So, oh, and to answer your goddamn question on fucking Birdflesh, I contacted Birdflesh directly maybe 10 years ago, maybe a little bit more, somewhere in that time frame, 10 years ago ish. I emailed them personally from the service email that y'all emailed, so you know you get it. I emailed them asking about doing Birdflesh shirts officially on Hells and also Intrail shirts on Hells. It's the same guy that runs the email, so I'll hold anyways. Know what they said? Take a guess. No reply. Why did they reply, dog? I don't know. That's again, that's just the norm. No reply. It's like, dude, I don't even like. This is whatever, dude. It just doesn't even like say you're not going to say anything. Like, hell, even if you kind of like, I don't know, we're planning on doing this. This is what I would do as a businessman. If you were kind of not interested because you're thinking you're doing it yourself or you got somebody else do it, just throw an outlandish offer out there. Say, yeah, give us $500 a design or something. Just throw out an offer that, like, there's no way they're going to say no. There's no way they're going to say yes to this. But hey, if they agree, fuck, I'm in. It's all in my bed. Just say something. But if you kind of want to be like, I'm not really interested, just throw an outlandish offer. At least you replied. And just, oh shit, that's a little fucking too steep. Never mind. Thanks, but no thanks. That's it. That's what I would do. Again, and then a lot of these bands and fucking other labels that start out, they wonder why they don't go anywhere, success wise, business wise. It's like, because that's the norm. I mean, just alone, just no reply. And again, I wasn't asking how your day's going. It wasn't a spam. No, legitimate typed up fucking email making an offer. Like you're just not gonna say anything, just nothing. So that's 99% of these guys. It's not just them. What the fuck are you about this goddamn shit? Number two, what are the odds of Birdflesh playing a dog fest in 2026? Since they don't reply, probably zero. Especially if your fly-in band isn't able to play to be Hemorrhage. So we can talk business, but if you can get in contact with them, I may be able to help cover a portion, maybe half of their costs if you can get them to play in 2026. I'll email you separately. Yeah, so I mean, we'll see. Again, I'm not planning for shit for 2026, not because it's too far out, just because I have no idea. Again, if I when the 2025 show happens, June 21st, 2025, Youngstown, Ohio, West Side Bowl, goddamn it, announcing the bands here very, very soon. I mean, you already know about some of them. If only 250 people show up, I'm not doing another one. Like I might consider doing a second one, but host it at a club in Cleveland. I'm not even sure what club I'd want to do it at. For example, well, why don't you just do it at No Class, dog? Well, No Class is maximum. That's where I did Hellcat's birthday. That their maximum capacity is, I think, 220 or 230 people. Like for example, the show that I'm putting on, I will lose my ass at $55 tickets. I would literally have to sell tickets that like this year's alone. I would have to sell them at $100 to. I would I'd make like $800 or something. That's if they're sold out. Just to put it in perspective. So that's that. It's not. I need a club that can hold 500 or more. West Side Bowl, the owner says that it can hold up to 1,000. I don't know. It doesn't look like 1,000 to me. Depends how it's spread out. You'll see how it's spread out. There's bowling lanes off to the side of the stage, so I guess if people were standing over there and shit, you can see the stage maybe. But the stage area, I figured it looks to me like 500 or 600 it could hold. But he says the max capacity is 1,000. And for non-metal shows, they've had 1,000 people. And they're like, Good to know. That could sell to. There's no way in fuck I'm selling 1,000 tickets, not the first one. I'd be super fucking happy and an ecstatic fucking pig and shit if for this year's fest if I sold 500 tickets. Again, not 500 people there counting the fucking janitor, all the goddamn employees, and the bands. No, 500 fucking paid tickets. Freebies, I'm not even counting those. I'm talking about paid fucking sold cash in hand fucking tickets. If it's 500, I'd be super happy with that and shocked. I'm sure 200 people, there'll be 200 paid tickets. I'm pretty confident of that. I'd be pretty surprised if less than that paid come out. Um, but it doesn't matter. I'd still lose my ass if only 200 people pay tickets. I think it's 312. I did the math. It's a break even, not to lose. For me, not to lose a penny. Anything less, I lost money. I think that's the math. I think it's 309 or 312 tickets. So we're going to see. If only 200 go, like I said, I probably won't even do a second one trying in Cleveland. I probably won't even do that. But if it's like 285, 280-ish, I sold, yeah, again, I lose some money, nothing outlandish, maybe $1,000 or so lost. So nothing crazy. But I would be like, okay, well, maybe it was the location. It's just in Youngstown and not in Cleveland. Maybe 400 people would have showed up if it was in Cleveland. So I would try maybe one more if I could get a club in Cleveland. Um, that's kind of slim pickings. Yeah, you know who I'd use. Why don't you just have it at the Agora where Hell's Head Bash? It was under new ownership, and dude, it's literally like it's either $12 or $15 beers up there now. That's a turnoff like a motherfucker. You got to go through a metal detector. It's just all corporate and shit. Yes, it can hold. Yes, I don't think it's a bad venue as far as like the stage and the sound, the setup. Location, it's downtown. You have bums begging you for change, so that's less than awesome. Parking, you gotta pay. It's got a lot of turnoffs. I guess if I wasn't doing it in Cleveland, I'd probably have to be there. But that to me, I'm trying to do something that's a little kind of a cooler event, dude. In my opinion, a $12 to $15 beers, that's not a cool event. That's you're getting bent over and raped in the goddamn ass. How much are they at goddamn West Side Bulldog? I don't know off the top of my head, but reasonable. That $4 or $5 range, and it's craft beers. Now I'm talking. You go to goddamn the Agora now, and I know because I saw the last show. I think it was the Cannibal Immolation Dark Funeral. Maybe I've seen something since then. Not even exaggerating. Beers were for sure either $12 or $15, 12 at the minimum, and we're talking for Miller, bro. We got Miller and we got Bud Light. So literally, fucking, the cost of an entire shit. That's more than a 6 pack. That's probably the cost of a 12 pack. It's $15 for one. That's just. I understand it's a business. You got to make money, and I totally fucking understand that. Dog's a businessman himself, but you don't got to completely rip people off. That is just a complete fucking rip off. You can sell it for $5, man. I mean, if you get, like, if you're getting it at a wholesale rate, what are you getting them at? $1 a piece? 500% markup? Is that the math? I mean, whatever the fuck it is, 5 times the price of what you paid. That's not the fuck. How greedy do you need to be? That's exactly what it is. You know goddamn well they're getting this for $1 a piece at wholesale. There's no way they're not. Again, what is a 12 pack of fucking Bud Light cost in the store? It's probably $15. Well, you think the club's that's in the gas station. You walk in and buy it. Don't come over. It's 20, dog, because you live in New York or LA, and those fucking locations suck ass. I mean, of course you're fucking paying that. I'm talking about in a real goddamn state where prices are at least reasonable. I think it's 12 or $15. It's probably, what's inflation now? It's probably 15. I don't know. I haven't bought any fucking crappy ass. I haven't bought a 12 pack in forever. Of anything. No less fucking shitty ass goddamn Bud Lights. But so I'd make an educated guess with fucking inflation. Retail at the gas station is $15. They're not paying that for wholesale. So we're working with, homie. So we'll see for 2026. But definitely into the idea, goddammit. Alexander Greatwitz. P question. Yo, dog, Alex from Pteronauts. Again, pronounced. Oh, so I guess I was pronouncing this shit wrong the whole time. What else to do, though, right? So it's pronounced Tyrannonaut. 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 Oh, yeah, I wasn't too off. Tyrannonaut. Bubbles. Laugh loud. What are your thoughts on Lenny's pre-Pro Fanatica band, Token? Yeah, I thought it was boring. Love that dreary proximity compilation. I feel like that is an often forgotten American black metal band. Not to say Enemy, Satanist, Vaughn, and Baphomet, Children of Doom 1987 demo ain't important. Also want to say my favorite dog phrase ain't even canoe. It ain't even tape on that mouth shut. It ain't even canoe. It ain't even tape on that mouth shut. One that makes me laugh the most is Tommy Becker. That's not really a line. That's the guy's name. So I mean, that's for a line. That's not really my line. I'm just reading his goddamn name off, unless he's punking me, like that's not his actual name, and I'm out of the loop, like you guys know something I don't. But that was just his name. Adam Torres. This is a goddamn order question. J-Dog, question for channel, and it's a gym question. Oh, what would you recommend to improve overall flexibility? When I figure that out, I'll let you fucking know. My fucking flexibility's in the shitter. Any specific stretches or equipment? Also toss in a J-Dog bingo card if you still have any. You haven't tossed those in a bunch of orders. People want to ask for them. All jokes aside for stretching, it's just do it more. I probably don't do it enough, even though I do it every fucking day. I do it pre-training, and some in the morning too for my low back and for my hips. My low back kills me all goddamn day. Um, but my flexibility sucks by because I do more weight training than stretching by. But to get flexible, dude, you got to do a lot, like sets and sets on the same stretch. Say you hold it for 30 seconds, you got to do probably about 4 or 5 sets. I just do one set of each. I'm not fucking. Jesus fuck, yet another goddamn thing I got to do, and just taking up time, and it's boring as fuck. I just do a pre-training that way to avoid injury. I don't know how anyone goes in and trains and without stretching first. I see everybody do it, and some people are like, "Oh, weakens you, dude." I've done both ways, and I've never been lost even one goddamn rep from stretching beforehand. Also, I feel like you're gonna fucking snap something. It's only a matter of time. It's not a matter of if. It's just a matter of when. If you don't stretch beforehand, I done that from day one, even before when I do nothing. I just felt that's common sense. It's kind of like just a safety protocol. Um, Everyone else I see, they just walk right in. Like, dude, it takes me 20 minutes just to get started. By the time I get fucking changed and stretched, warm up, it's like, all right, just get started now. That's how long it takes just to fucking prep. But everyone else I see, they just walk in, throw their keys in their street pockets, close, start doing pull-ups or whatever the fuck they start with. I was like, I don't know how the fuck you're doing that. Like, literally no clue. But then again, half the time you see what they're fucking doing, like they train like absolute goddamn pussies. So it's like, what are you can't get hurt if you're goddamn just completely dicking around. So it could be part of that too. John McHugh, question for J Dog: what is the mask that's used in the merch listings and some of the hells are, and where did you get it? Toss me in a bingo card if possible. I mean, it was a mask that shit been going back years. I think it was Easy E that found it, maybe Sea Dog. I think we all liked it. Um, wasn't the guy that it was used or we found out afterwards, like Exodus used it. Don't quote me on that for something I think I remember hearing something like that. I wasn't really involved in it other than just send images. Yeah, looks cool. Um, just didn't put much stock into it. It was just like, hey, for taking photos for shirts and shit, just to make it look cool, I guess, is put on the mannequin, just put a mask on there. I was kind of different. I'm like, I don't know if that's necessary or not, but especially, I was just indifferent. I was like, I kind of didn't care. So, yeah, looks like a cool mask, whatever. Sure. And so there was, there wasn't like a thought process behind it. At least not that I was involved in it. Anyways, like I said, I remember just seeing images. Yeah, oh, look cool, looks cool, and I just left it at that because I don't take the photos. I have literally nothing to do with that. So I kind of just I just whoever's doing it just do what kind of fucking do. So I don't really have an opinion on the matter. So that's kind of and then he's been kind of known as I guess the Hell's mascot, which is cool. I mean, a lot of stuff you don't plan for is kind of the way. Again, I never planned to do this channel. It's helping out with Hellcast because that was becoming a shit show, especially with fucking Eddie and stuff who doesn't even listen to metal, literally. Like so he had to fake his way to fake it till he make it. So that was becoming embarrassing as fuck. Craig asked me to fucking help out then when him and Eddie had a falling out over God knows what. Didn't know, don't even bother asking me. I don't know. I don't care about girl drama. Didn't know, didn't care. I was never really friends with the guy anyway, so um, I didn't give a fuck one way or the other. Um, Chase asked me to go on a couple times. Yeah, that guy was embarrassing as fuck. and people seem to like me. After doing it, so everyone said, "Oh, when are you gonna start your own channel?" I'd get that in the emails. Start your own channel. Start your channel. Tommy Redefining Darkness. He's like, dude, you got to start your own channel. Craig was adamant. He's like, you definitely start your own channel. He's like, the episodes you're on is what people like the most. He's like, it gets the most views. I'm like, really? So yeah, all right. I don't know why. Like, what do they like about it? Like, what the fuck do they care what I have to say? Um, so what I'm getting at is a lot of stuff you don't plan for is just in life. That's kind of how it goes, right? So yeah, did plan for the mascot. He becomes the Hell's mascot. We used them in our images then, with the Kramer art, and so yeah, sometimes you don't plan for shit, or wasn't the main intention to be at the beginning. Just like starting Hell's Headbangers, it wasn't to start a business. It was kind of like just teenagers were doing it. It sounded fun, move our own shit that we wanted that didn't want to keep through distro. That was kind of the thought process, but you guess you never know where something's going to lead, right? So that's I, that's kind of just life in general. I think I think it happens a lot of times. You don't plan for something; it happens. Cool. If it don't, you weren't planning anyway. So it is what it is, right? Comes with Sergio. Look at my skin every morning. Later, goddamn it.